Well, the National Disaster Management Organization says stringent measures would be put in place to ensure life is comfortable for residents of Appiatse at their Dumase camp. But that can only be achieved if the residents comply with laid-down rules and regulations. Deputy NADMO Coordinator for Pristiahoni Valley, Louis Affles, spoke to TV3.
The place is like government of the people, by the people, and for the people. The place is not for me only. I am not going to create a conducive place for them. They have to help us to create that environment, and they are here. And with the help of security and the committee, the MCE will sit down with the community leaders and will put measures. Rules and regulation will make sure it's working here. We are not going to say they are victims, they are so and so rules will not work here. We are going to put all those rules. The fundamental rules in the nation is working, but here too we have a certain rules that will operate here. And surely the security will help us to overcome any problem that will come out.
Well, only 9 out of the 17 who died from the blast at Appiatse have been identified. The remaining 8 are passerbys and passengers in a vehicle that was caught up in the explosion. NADMO says the deceased, whose families cannot be identified, may be given mass burials. Ibrahim Abubakar, reporter, joins us with the latest concerning that incident. Ibrahim, good to have you. What more can you tell us about this particular development? Ibrahim, can you hear me? Hello, Ibrahim. We're having some challenges reaching Ibrahim.
It's true. Like you said, only 9 persons have been identified out of the 17 who have passed on. These are residents of Appiatse, and their families have been identified. But the other 8 are people who they suspect were traveling or passed by onlookers or people in a vehicle who were caught up during the explosion. These are people whose families are yet to be identified. So for now, they've all been sent to the morgue. The coroner test has to be done before any other thing. So what authorities are doing is that they will keep on waiting for people to come and identify these ones. In fact, as I speak to you, just a few minutes ago, the NADMO coordinator told me that one of the people who were not identified, a family has called, and the person has been able to identify. So as we speak, they are left with 7. So that is what they will do until a time that they realize that they cannot identify all of them. Then they will know what to do. No, so that is the situation. Then the issue of missing persons. Last week, when we came here, we had residents complaining about their missing relatives and so on and so forth. As of yesterday, we are told that all the suspected missing persons have been found. In fact, some of them had to move very far from the community because of the trauma of the explosion and other things. So some were in the bush for about 3-4 days before later they recovered and came back to meet their family. So the issue of missing persons for now has been cleared. So that is the latest update.